Excuse me, Laura. Excuse me. Hi. Oh, hello, Susie. It's nice to see you. Oh, Laura, it's always lovely to see you, and it's lovely to see all of our friends, isn't it? I hope everyone is tuning in today. You know, I hope Ella is out there, and I hope Mackenzie is out there, right? And I hope Hudson is, and so on. Anyway, Laura, I was wondering if you would be interested in watering my plants with me, because I know we like to do that together. Oh, that sounds great, Susie. That sounds great. I would love to do that. Have have I interrupted something, Laura? It looks like you were working on something. Oh yeah. I was playing around with cursive writing. Oh, I see. And how were you doing that, Laura? Yeah. Well, I was using my pen and I was tracing out this word over and over and over again. Oh, I see. I see. And can I see the word? Oh, I see. The word looks like love, Laura. And to me, it's kind of in between cursive and printing. Do you agree? It's kind of just a more fun way to write and to print, and I was just having some fun with it. Well, it's nice to see you having fun, Laura, for sure. Maybe we could show our friends what you were working with. Oh, yeah, sure. Let's lift it up, Susie. Here we go. Can you help me? Well, certainly I can, Laura. Here we go. This says the word. Oh, Laura, look what you were doing. You were doing LOVE for love. Oh, I love it. I love it. And I hope it's the right way, because we could turn it this way. And I don't know which way it shows on the other end of the camera. Yeah, LOVE. How lovely, lovely. Susie, and I have some other ones that I trace as well. Oh, lovely. Well, maybe we could learn them someday. So I was wondering, would you like to grab your water jug? Yeah, I'll get it right here. Just a moment. Help me. Oh, there we go. I got it. Here we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, Laura, you're being silly. That's not your water jug. You know that's your Dr. Seuss guy with the fish coming out. We talked about that last time. That was probably too hot for him, and he was getting the vapor and the steam on him. You told me about it. You made me laugh, Laura. I thought that was funny, Susie. Okay, I'll get my real jug. Just a minute. Okay, let's put down Dr. Seuss. I'll put my little Dr. Seuss guy over there. Okay, here we go. Okay, I have my big watering jug. Okay, so I'm ready. Let's go get our water. Well, yeah, okay, let's get our water, because we're going to water the plants. Okay, friends, are you going to come along? Are you coming, Luke? And who else is coming? And anybody like to? Would Sabrina, would you like to come? And what about you, Davy and Sarah? And Errol and Levon? And Jordy, you might like to come. And Ruby, yeah. Grace, are you going to come? And how about you, Oakley? You want to come see the plants get watered? Okay, come along, everyone. Come along. Susie? Yes, Laura? I was wondering, could we tell our friends about how plants make food and how what water does to help them to grow the way we talked about it the other day? Oh, yeah, we could do that. Would you people like to learn a little bit about how plants make water into food? It's very exciting. Oh, it is, Laura. It's amazing, isn't it? It's absolutely awesome. Okay, well, let's talk about it a little bit more. Yes, so Laura and I talked about this the other day, and do you know how, we eat plants, and plants are so amazing for our bodies, and they give us vitamins and minerals and water. And do you remember the other day we talked a lot about water, and water is such an important part of our planet that we live on Earth. And it's also such an important part of the food that we eat when we eat fruits and vegetables and plants. So I would like to talk to you about what Laura and I talked about the other day, and maybe draw you a little bit of a picture of what happens when we water our plants. So if I draw a picture where this is the land, this is the soil, okay? Soil, just like so. And in the soil, we have beautiful minerals. And we don't need a lot of minerals when we eat, but we need some minerals to keep us very healthy and to keep us able to see and able to laugh and able to run and able to learn and able to jump and able to play. And so when we plant a plant and we put a little seed under in the soil and we give it a little bit of water, that seed starts to sprout. Now, in Canada and in Ontario, and for you, Jude, where it is where your family comes to the cottage, and your grandpa and your grandpa's father came to the cottage when they were your age, we are at a point where spring is coming and we are putting plants in the ground and we're going to see sprouts. So when it sprouts, it starts to go up until it can see the soil. And then it goes up and it gets a stem, righto? And then sometimes most plants will get a flower, righto? Yeah. And it also sometimes gets fruit, sometimes gets a vegetable. There's so much to learn about plants. But what we need for a plant is not only the water, but we also need the sun. The big, happy sun. When the sun hits the plant and it gets light, it does something called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. And photosynthesis helps a plant to take in the water from down here on its roots and move it up the stem and into its leaves. And it takes in carbon dioxide. Now, carbon dioxide, we have too much of it in the air. And our plants say, let us help you with that, because it takes in the carbon dioxide, CO2, and it drinks it in out of the air. And we breathe in oxygen, and we breathe out carbon dioxide. So when we breathe out, we feed the plants. And with the plants, they bring in the carbon dioxide and they give out the oxygen. So we are in a very healthy and good relationship with plants because the plants give us what we need to breathe and we breathe out what the plant needs to breathe. Isn't that amazing and awesome? And the plant uses all of that to make food. And the food it makes is called glucose. Glucose is another word for sugar. And that's why when we eat plants, we use the glucose and sugar, the carbohydrates, to make energy so that we can dance and jump and play and sing. So that's a lot to learn, but we can learn it over and over and over again. But the real important part is we need plants and plants need us. Trees need us and we need trees. So we shall love them and care for them. And that's why we water our plants. Thank you, friends. How did you like that, Laura? Was that pretty much what we talked about before? Susie. Thank you for sharing it with my friends. Oh, and our friends. You're very welcome, Laura. Okay, let's water the plants. So that's the beginning and the part 1 of plants and how they grow and how they do photosynthesis that Laura and I have wanted to share with you. You can ask your parents for part 2. Okay, see you at part 2.